Hi everyone, this is
Hey!
Dave and Roxanne from the Feast Calgary.
Hey, today we want to ask you a question. Are you stressed because there's something you want to achieve and you've done all your part and for some reason it's just the result you want is just not happening? You know, if that's you, you want to stick till the very end because this insight, this idea might help you. Again, this I hope is that every time you visit the Feast Calgary, not only are you inspired, but you become empowered to become all that God created you to be. And our word for today is
It's from 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, and it says, I will walk by faith even when I cannot see. I will walk by faith even when I cannot see. Do you believe before you can see? Most people, they have a difficulty, they have a challenge, believing before they can see. Sometimes they don't want to, believe because they don't want to be disappointed. But that is not correct in His word, right? You have to believe first before you can get that results. You can see it, right? Maybe you are somebody that has been waiting for their papers to come because your family to come to Canada, and you've submitted all your papers, you've done all your part, and it seems longer than you've expected, right? You've been waiting for your families to come here, or maybe you're a parent that has difficulty with your kids. Your kid has been maybe rebelling or not respecting you, and just like me and my dad, 15 years ago or many years ago, we never had, we have this challenge, I was disrespectful, we have this argument, but then my mom just kept believing, kept praying for both of us to change, both of us to have that relationship, that forgiveness in our hearts. And lo and behold, God worked on me, God worked on my dad, and now, thanks be to God, we have that great relationship because of my mom's faith, right? Or maybe, just like my sister, she's been praying for her mortgage to be approved for her new home, and even though she cannot see it yet, but she believed, and now she's moving in, right? What is that something that you've been praying for and you haven't seen the results yet, you haven't seen the answered prayers yet, but God is requiring you right now, God is calling you to trust, right?
yeah, and maybe you're an entrepreneur. You've done all your part, and it just doesn't happen. And our prayer for you is that in those times that you cannot see it, we recently had a breakthrough in our business, and what we realized is that it's not that we didn't do the work. We need to do the work. We need to do the work within us.
Yes.
And that work is to really sort of to have a calm when there's a storm. And how do you do that? Is to dive into the Word of God and trust in Him that He has an amazing plan for your future. So I hope we gave you value today. I hope we inspired you today. Before we end,
Yes, before we end, this coming June 24, fourth Saturday of the month, we will be having a feast at Canadian Martyrs Church, 5 p.m. Mass and 6:30 p.m. for the talk. There's going to be amazing music, amazing talk, and great food.
and if you missed it last time, we had a blast.
Yes.
We missed you there if you didn't go there. So we hope to see you next time, and we're so excited to see you. Again, this is Dave and Roxanne from the Feast Calgary. We'll see you there.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.